Eugene here with a review on the Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger Zyuoh Cube Weapon Doubutsu Busou Cube Mogura. Yes, friends. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the box. Right here it says Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger right here, and right here it says Zyuoh Cube Weapon Doubutsu Busou Cube Mogura, and we got a nice shot of Cube Mogura right here in the front here. And of course, right here, this little picture indicates he is a weapon to both Zyuoh King and Zyuoh Wild, also known as the Mogura drill. On the top of the box, got a nice shot of Zyuoh Wild holding the Mogura drill. On the bottom, a nice shot of the 5 Zyuohgers. On the side of the box, just shows a stat of Cube Mogura. On the other side, the another nice shot of Cube Mogura and his stat, and him being the Mogura drill to Zyuoh King and Zyuoh Wild. And on the back of the box, friends, let's start off by showing off Cube Mogura in his cube mode. And just like Cube Kirin, Cube Mogura is a numberless cube. And he's a mode that made his debut in episode 9 of Zyuohger. And he serves as Zyuoh King and Zyuoh Wild's drill weapon. And that's pretty much the case here when you see a cube like this that has the exclamation point on him. But anyway, so nothing too spectacular about the cube here. As you can see, it's nicely done in a nice purple here. The exclamation point again. There's a hinge here. And then the back part, you can see the drill nose of Cube Mogura. Here's some more here. And then here's the top. You can see the face of Cube Mogura. And then the bottom, you can see the part where it clips on to Wild Zyuoh King. And so that's pretty much it on the cube. Okay, now let's go ahead, friends, and transform Cube Mogura from his cube mode to his doubles mode. And so, very, very simple. All you gotta do is count 1, 2, and you're done. So, pretty much you open this here, and you can see there's the hinge here. And then you can see the entire body of Cube Mogura. And then this drill nose part comes out. And so pretty much you're counting 1, 2. That's the only 2 steps here. And so here he is, friends, Cube Mogura. And I really dig the color scheme on this guy. Really like that purple. You can see all the purple all on his body here. Really nice here. You can see he's got some yellow here on his head here. And then you can see his eye and his little feet here. And nicely done the drill. The drill does not spin, sadly, if you're wondering about that. And then here's the back. And then right here, got the clip here for whenever you do the combo with Wild Zyuoh King. And let me say this, friends, that Cube Mogura is definitely the same mode as Cube Kirin. Of course, with a different head here. And pretty much in purple and so on. So, I mean, and they did that due to the fact that the combo he does with Wild Zyuoh King. And, of course, Cube Kirin and Cube Mogura are like a little added on piece to Wild Zyuoh King. So here he is. And real quickly, this little piece here does open up here. It shows a little peg here for whenever you do the combo with Zyuoh King and Zyuoh Wild. So, well, friends, earlier I mentioned that Cube Mogura is the same mode as Cube Kirin. So I decided to go ahead and throw him in just to show you the difference. And so, pretty much how they look. They look a little similar, different head sculpts and just, different colors and so on. So, anyway, so we're going to go ahead and put their heads back in. This would be a better comparison for you. So, anyway, we'll start taking a look at the, pretty much when you have the cubes open, you can see the hinges on each side here, and they're half exclamation point or numberless. And then on this side here, you can see the hinges here, and you can see part of the Doubutsu mode on each. And then on the other side here, you can see the clips for whenever you do the combo to Wild Zyuoh King, and more of the Doubutsu mode there. And then pretty much this is what you're going to be seeing a lot of whenever you do the combo with Wild Zyuoh King of the 2. Of course, Kirin will be on the other side, Mogura will be on the other side. So let's do it like this. Something like this. So, anyways, that's just the difference. I mean, there's no difference. I mean, like I said, they're definitely the same mold, just different in paint and different head sculpt. So as the box stated, friends, Q Mogura becomes a weapon to both Zyuoh King and Zyuoh Wild. So, also known as the Mogura drill. So, of course, you know, this is easy. All you gotta do to prep them up is open this piece up, and it reveals a peg right here to fit into both Zyuoh King and Zyuoh Wild's hand. So, let's go ahead and do Zyuoh Wild first. And so, here we go. We're going to go ahead and just slide it in here. And it pegs in just fine, but you can see it gives it a little bit of a tilt down, not like a straight up. But anyway, so yeah, here is Zyuoh Wild with the Mogura drill. And I gotta say, this is a nice little weapon for both Zyuoh King and Zyuoh Wild to have. Really nice there. So let's go ahead and detach, and it's now Zyuoh King's turn. So, and it's pretty much a difference between the two here. So just slide it on here. And I feel this one here, there is no tilt. So, anyway, so yeah, here is Zyuoh King with the Mogura drill. And just in case you all don't know, Mogura means mole. So anyway, so this is pretty much the little weapon for Zyuoh King and Zyuoh Wild. So let's detach them. The moment you all have been waiting for, the completion of Zyuoh King's transformation, and mainly adding in Cube Mogura. But please check out Cube Gorilla's review. This is how I started this formation here in that review. I waited until Cube Gorilla's review. I was going to do it in Cube Tiger and Cube Elephant's review. But please check all those reviews out, including, you know, mainly all my mecha reviews I've done in the past. But anyway, let's go ahead and complete this transformation. It's very easy. Just put the drill nose back in, and that's pretty much it. So now, Wild Zyuoh King here. As you can see here, we got the peg here for Q Mogura, and pretty much we'll just clip them in right over here. And there you go. So here he is, friends, the fully complete Wild Zyuoh King. And this is something we have been waiting for probably since Cube Tiger and Cube Elephant. But anyway, my thoughts on this mecha here. Well, the one thing is I do dig the color scheme now. We finally got purple added, and then, you know, the other colors: orange, green, yellow, blue, red, white, gold, you know, all them colors there. Now, this guy for sure, I am not a fan of the toy standard. I think it's because of these arms. These arms right here. I kind of wish, you know, Cube Eagle's arms were kind of a bit like the same size as Cube Gorilla. I wish that was possible. And the one thing about this mecha here for sure, friends, is it gives me more of that Minecraft vibe. It gives me like, you know, the designs of the characters on Minecraft. Kind of gives me that little bit of a vibe here. And I think that's what I've been getting this sense when it comes to mainly Minecraft in particular, you know. But he's all around nice here. Here is the back. I mean, don't get me wrong, he looks really, really good here. You know, mainly it's just a combo of Zyuoh King, Zyuoh Wild, Cube Mogura, and Cube Kirin into this mighty mecha. Mainly having 8 cubes into one. So while Zyuoh King made his debut in episode 11 of Zyuohger, and like I said, pretty much a combo with Zyuoh King and Zyuoh Wild, Cube Mogura, and Cube Kirin to become this mighty robot. But anyway, clearly, friends, I dig this part here with the little Wild Cannon becoming a nice crown for Wild Zyuoh King. I like that. Now this part here, the chest piece here, which is the big Wild Cannon here, I like that Q Minecraft design here. Nice and nicely done here. Now the one thing I will talk about here, and I talked about it earlier, but I'm not a fan of these arms. I'm really not am a big fan of these arms, and probably due to the fact that, you know, the arms for Cube Gorilla a little bit heavier than Cube Eagles. And so I kind of wish they were both the same size, like having, you know, Cube Eagles arm, you know, being like this. But sadly, no, that's not the case here. And I do like the fact they decided to have Q Mogura and Q Kirin to be, you know, this part, you know, connected to the legs here, which I really do like. Well, friends, final thoughts on Q Mogura. Well, I can honestly say I do like him. I mean, I really dig his color scheme. That purple looks really, really nice on this guy here. And I do like the color it gives Wild Zyuoh King, you know, adding in that purple and, you know, just giving us, you know, all the colors we like about these mechas. Absolutely nice. But anyway, and I do dig the role he plays in, mainly for Zyuoh King and Zyuoh Wild being a weapon, also known as the Mogura drill. I do like that. You know, that's really nice when they can actually hold him and just use him as a drill weapon. That's really nice, really nice. But anyway, we're getting back to Wild Zyuoh King. Clearly what you saw earlier was the complete transformation of the mecha. People keep getting the wrong idea that Cube Kuma will complete the transformation. Cube Kuma is mainly a cube as a weapon, as a axe. So pretty much he does not complete the transformation. As a matter of fact, he will be released at the end of May. I think it's May 28th, 2016. So keep an eye out for that. And Wild Zyuoh King will be back in another review. So please keep an eye out for that. But anyway, we're getting back to Cube Mogura. Cannot stress it enough. He is absolutely nice, and I highly, highly do recommend him. But anyway, well, friends, that's this review. Please check out my blog, follow me on Twitter, and to like my Facebook. And if you like this review, please smack that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. And friends, it's a review on the Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger Zyuoh Cube Weapon, Doubutsu Busou, Cube Mogura. I hope you enjoy. Well, friends, I'm Eugene. I'm signing out and hope you have a good day. And friends, I most assuredly see you next time. Bye, my friends.